I've made over $10,000 betting on video games, and in this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how I did it step by step. I'll show you why esports might actually be smarter to bet on rather than the NFL or NBA, how I found this hidden edge, and a tool that's helped me and a bunch of others make thousands of dollars. So how did this all begin? One random night, I was just scrolling Twitter, everyone's favorite app these days, and I saw this guy claiming he was making a ton of money betting on esports. I'm thinking to myself, is this dude full of or is there actually money to be made betting on video games? Turns out there is money in esports, a lot more than I expected. All right. Let's rewind a bit. I grew up playing video games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, League of Legends, you name it. But I had no idea you could bet on them and actually make money. So when I started Plus EV sports betting back in 2023, I started where most people do: NFL, MLB, NBA, the classics. It was cool. I was making money. I was learning. I was finding edges. But then I started seeing Prize Picks and Underdog offer something totally different: esports lines. Stuff like kills, assists, and fantasy points for League of Legends and Call of Duty players. That made me stop and pay attention a little bit because the big sports books like FanDuel and DraftKings, I had not seen them offering these types of lines. They hadn't really touched esports at all. So I started wondering, why are DFS apps like Prize Picks and Underdog offering esports lines, but the main sports books that you see everywhere advertising on TV all the time, they're not offering these types of bets? So I dug deeper just out of curiosity, and what I found absolutely blew my mind. The esports prop market is super inefficient right now, and it makes sense when you think about it. We're still very early. Most of the betting world doesn't understand how these games work at all, let alone pricing betting lines. And because of how gambling regulations work, most sportsbooks can't list these lines, but DFS apps, they can. They're not legally classified as sportsbooks, though they're able to offer these lines under a different set of rules. And because there's not much competition, these apps are offering soft lines all the time, and these lines are up for hours. No one's really fixing them. No one's adjusting them. They are there for us to bet and take advantage of. So that's when I realized that esports is the biggest edge right now, but I just didn't know how to take advantage of it. I don't know much more than what the sportsbook knows, but I do know they don't know anything. So it was tough for me. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't bet on them. I didn't know any information, so I kind of just had to stay on the sidelines while knowing that this edge exists. But then I started noticing something. That same guy I saw on Twitter earlier, he kept showing up on my feed over and over and over again. Slips, threads, breakdowns. He was everywhere talking about an esports edge. His name was LCS Larry. And at some point, I just had to figure out who this guy was, so I hit him up, I got in his DMs, and I got on a call with him. He was breaking down esports and specifically League of Legends games like I've never heard before, and it actually made sense. He was modeling based off of his projections, based off of stuff that actually matters. He'd talk about championship matchups, map control, jungle pathing, real in-game stuff, things you'd only understand if you actually played the game, the stuff you need to know to model esports, and the stuff I don't know. And he wasn't just guessing or using opinions, he was actually modeling this stuff, making projections and tracking the data. So I told him straight up, dude, we need to work together. We need to come out with a tool that will help hundreds of other sports bettors on DFS apps like Prize Picks and Underdog make money betting on esports, because he knows there's an edge there. I know there's an edge there. Let's make a product that can actually help people make money betting on esports. And he was down, so we built it. This is the esports betting model. It scans Prize Picks, Underdog, Parlay Play, and Dabble lines, looking for missed price props across League of Legends, Dota, and Call of Duty. Then it uses our projections to spot edges, and you'd be surprised how often these edges show up. The way this model wins, it honestly seems a bit too good to be true, but it's not. This AI algorithm that Larry has developed is incredibly profitable profitable for esports. Sometimes the books are just way off with these lines, and this model spots those opportunities before anybody else does. And the best part, this updates around the clock. New games, new lines, new edges in real time, every minute to be exact. So regardless if you're able to bet in the morning, afternoon, nighttime, whatever it might be, you can simply go to this model and find profitable bets to place at your own speed. Since I started using it, I've made over $10,000, which sounds crazy to say betting on esports, but it's the reality, and it's not just me. Hundreds of other sports bettors have been using this model over the past couple months, making an insane amount of money weekly. Now, look, I'm not saying you're going to get rich overnight. As we know with profitable sports betting, it is a long-term game, but this is a real shot to make good money, especially while the markets are still soft. And this isn't going to last forever. Once the books catch on and start becoming more efficient and accurate with their lines, this edge will reduce and eventually be gone. But right now, we are early and the window is still open. So if you played video games growing up, or you're still a gamer and you're kind of tired of betting on the regular sports like NFL or NBA and you're not really making much money there, this might be the best profitable and fun way to bet on sports right now. Go check out the model at LCSLarry.com. The results are fully transparent and able to be tracked right there. You can play around with it, build a couple slips, see what it's like, and see if you actually do like making money betting on esports. And if you're still skeptical, feel free to scroll through my Twitter, send me a DM, join our Discord and ask around, because there's hundreds and hundreds of people using this model every single day making money. I appreciate you watching. If you've ever found any value out of my videos, make sure to drop a like. It really does help this channel grow, and subscribe for more videos every single month, trying to make you a more profitable bettor. That's what we do here. That's what we've been doing over the past 2 years. We're making a ton of money doing it. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Peace.